Welcome back. We're going to get a check of our weather with meteorologist Thomas Skiboy, who is in for Garrett James with a look at the forecast.
Yeah, and Courtney, we really haven't seen much when it comes to our weather. It's been relatively quiet, but when we take a look at the forewarned radar, if we can pull up the graphics here, things are, again, relatively quiet across the state, even though we do have a few flurries out there. So we'll go ahead and get that changed over. There you go. And here's we look at the forewarned radar. Not much happening out there this evening. So if you're heading out, other than the cold, not much to contend with. However, don't be surprised if you do see a few flurries, as in northern Utah, we did see a few light snow showers, and that might be nice calling them light. They've just been kind of generally a few flurries, few and far between. Here's what it currently looks like in Cedar City, where the temperature is currently sitting at 32 degrees, already at freezing after climbing into the upper 30s this afternoon. And we have the full moon, but that's being shrouded by the clouds that we currently have across Iron County. Meanwhile, here's what it currently looks like. Park City Mountain, relatively quiet as well after a busy day up on the slopes with plenty of skiers and snowboarders doing their thing. Temperatures at this point are mainly sitting in the 20s and 30s, while St. George, you're currently sitting at 42. As we go into the overnight hours, just about everybody will be dropping to or below the freezing mark. Even St. George will likely see an overnight low of 30 degrees, while I think the vast majority of the Beehive State will see those overnight lows in the teens and 20s, with a few spots even dropping into the single digits, like what we're going to see for a lot of spots in southwestern Wyoming, where in Evanston and Rock Springs dropping to 4 degrees tonight, while Park City and Heber will be in the mid-teens tonight. And then Roosevelt, how about an overnight low of 9 degrees. And then tomorrow, daytime highs will be a little bit warmer compared to what we saw today. Generally 30s in northern Utah, with a few spots topping out in the 20s, while down in central and southern Utah, we'll start to see more of a mix of 30s and 40s and even a few 50s appear on the map. I think St. George gets to 52 degrees tomorrow afternoon, with 50 degrees in Kanab, while Torrey, Escalante, Monticello, and Blanding will all see daytime highs in the 30s, while just about everybody else we'll see a daytime high in the 40s after a pretty chilly night tonight. As we begin the futurecast, there's not much to see, maybe just a few flurries here and there, and then tomorrow won't be too different from today. Just a fraction warmer, and we will likely see at least a little bit more in the way of haze in our northern Utah valleys. Then high pressure really establishes itself going into the second half of this week. This is basically Friday night, showing those winds out of the south. I think Thursday and Friday will bring daytime highs quite a bit above our seasonal averages. And then by this weekend, we could see a system move in from the west, but this particular futurecast kind of favors southern Utah. But if this high pressure that you see to the north moves a little bit further to the north, maybe there's a chance that we see some of that moisture even find its way into northern Utah. All things considered, probably not going to be that big of a system, but what we're watching out for is a storm system that could come in from the Pacific by the middle of next week. Now, we've gone through this before. More than a week away, hard to put your stock into anything, but we'll keep our fingers crossed that we could see those changes by the middle of next week. And this is the precipitation outlook from January 3rd through the 9th, showing with that chance of Utah having above average precipitation. Again, we'll keep you posted on that, but nothing to put too much stock into at this particular point. In St. George, a mix of sun and clouds the next several days, as daytime highs will eventually climb into the upper 50s. Then as we add in that slight chance from New Year's Eve into New Year's Day, daytime highs will gradually begin to ease back down. Then along the Wasatch Front, mix of sun and clouds, also increasing haze the next couple of days. Daytime highs likely in the middle 40s by Friday, Saturday into New Year's Eve on Sunday. Then we'll see those temperatures ease back down just with that slight chance on Sunday and then on New Year's Day. Courtney?
Thank you, Thomas.